I did not mute the mic before we started. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing today? We have just a lovely stream planned for everybody, because we're doing a live tier list. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It has been a while, I feel like, since we did a live tier list. I believe the last tier list we did was, the last live one was in March. How close are we to 10K? I think we're at 9,900 subscribers. We're about to hit 10K. I'd love to hit 10K before the end of the year. We are at 9,902 subscribers. We are 98 subs away from 10,000. We are 98 subs away from 10,000. So we're pushing it. It's going slow. I mean, we were at 8K last November. We went into 9K in the beginning of this year. And if we could end the year at 10K, that would be fantastic. We have 2 more months to get 100 subscribers. I think that's probably more than doable. Lane, what is going on? Cattleish GMD, remember me? We fought last week. I did. I remember because I think you commented on one of my videos saying that we fought last week. All right. Here's how this is going to work out, everybody. We are voting on the tier lists, okay? I will go through every unit in the game, right? That's how we do it here. We're going to go through every unit, and I'm going to rank them my way, okay? 10K by the end of the year is more than guaranteed unless your subs trolled you. We don't know yet. We don't know. I'm not going to hold it out. What's going on, Big Mac? This is what we're going to do, guys, because everyone's going to participate in this. I'm going to do the tier list at my normal speed. I'm going to give you the link to this tier list. You all can vote either at the same time as me or faster than me or whatever, and you can feel free to debate me in the chat. All right? I will go through every single unit. I went ahead and I updated the images for all the characters, so there's none that are like cut off anymore, or unless some such special effect that didn't matter, right? We can look at my list for the tiers and see how I personally rank everything. We're going to look at who got the most votes by percentages. And we're going to look at the average votes. Yeah, there is guaranteed to probably get some kind of rigged polling. That's to be expected, honestly, at this stage in the game, right? I'm expecting some rigged polling. But that's fine, because I'm going to throw this also into my Discord, and then maybe Godorable will throw this into some of the Facebook pages. And we will get a pretty healthy grouping. Like last season, it was a bunch of people voted for the heteros to be really high. But if you went to the average vote or most votes, they weren't even in A or S plus or whatever where people were rigging it. That's fine. We're gonna just do it live. I'm gonna throw this to you guys here. You don't have to wait for me. Okay, you can start filling this out. You can go faster than me. I won't mind. Let me see if I can pin this in the chat. This message that I left. We can pin it. So if anyone wants to vote and they come in late, they can go to the pinned react. And then they can vote. I'm going to throw the vote as well. What's going on here with this thing? Oh, man, I accidentally took away my chat box. Where is it? There it is. Now I gotta fix my widget. Whoop. There's the Discord. Whoop. That should be fine. There it is. Scuffed. All right. So the voting has started. We have 11 participants. There's 9 votes so far. I'm going to throw this also into the Discord under the announcements tab, and then I'm going to start my thing. All right. So at Intel, we are starting the votes for the season 53 tier list. If you want to debate about placements live, come join us right now. There it is. Are we counting cards and deck setups, or is it just the unit by itself? That's an excellent question, Burning Godzilla. I am going to count, for the most part, the units by themselves. If there is a special exception, like Gamera 67 is like obviously a good card, and then with some is obviously a good unit, and then with like some of the cards it's like even better. That is like, okay, well, maybe then in that case, I will make an exception. But I'm probably not gonna be like, oh, you know, if this guy is this, and this card, it's like the best unit in the game. I normally like to just judge them all based off of how good they are by themselves. If there are a combination of cards that are worth mentioning, I will mention it. But I'm not I'm not placing units based on where I think they are with the cards. Like, for example, we have the what is this called? The choppers. The choppers are a good card now without having to put all the other stuff in Gamma together. They work really well with Gamma 67. I think by themselves, the choppers are probably like a B tier, right? Or like a high C or like a mid to low B by themselves. There's plenty of cards that make them super strong now. They work really well with Gamma 1967. I think I'm going to put them in probably like the A tier. I think the choppers are good in the A tier. And Gearus, I don't think is very strong. Also, when characters come up that have gotten adjustments this season, we will talk about the adjustments. And Rick the Squirrel did send us the stat adjustments for each of the characters that got them this season. And Gearus, I don't think is very good right now. He's kind of good in the egg mode this season, but I'm not judging based off of egg mode. I almost want to put him in the D tier right now. And Gearus is not very good. I'm also not looking at my tier list from last season, so keep that in mind. We also have now 570 votes with 16 active participants, so that's pretty good. There's 26 viewers in this chat, and you are all able to vote by following the link. Batra, I think, is kind of falling off. I kind of want to put Batra in C tier. This isn't also going to order them in the way that, like, I would want them to be. I don't think I can do that. Maybe I can later. I don't know, but I didn't mean to do this. I want to go back to Batra. Where's Batra? There it is. Batra. I kind of want to put Batra in the B tier. Maybe I should have distinguished these colors a little bit better. Batra in the B tier. This Batra will go in the C tier. This Biolante is in the C tier. I'm going to put this Biolante in the B tier. I like these sets of evolution units a lot as garbage. I like these units a lot, except for the Stealth Bomber that I just mentioned. But what you're going to see with this list is I've been updating this tier list as the seasons have progressed since the very beginning. So a lot of the year 1 units are all together in the beginning, and a lot of the year 1 units are totally falling out of favor. Especially in the meta, I'm putting them just in the B tier for now. Burning Godzilla, I think, is like a C tier. I don't think he's terrible. This is a hard one. I think Desghidorah is probably in the A tier. I'm gonna put Desghidorah in the A tier, but he's like mid A tier now. He's falling off quite a lot. I still think he's particularly good. Maybe that's some bias. I have mine at like close to level 30. This Destroyer is not good. This Destroyer is not good. This Destroyer right now is okay. These are dog shit. Dimension Tide is probably an S. I'm gonna trying to be really restrictive with who I'm putting in S+ tier. A lot of the comments I usually get are like, oh, so and so doesn't deserve to be S+ tier or whatever, and I overload S+ tier. So I'm going to try to be really restrictive with the S+. Rip Desghidorah meta, honestly good era in 2024. Desghidorah has always just been like a really solid monster that I personally like a lot, but they are definitely falling off. I like them. I don't think the Dorats are that good personally. I know a lot of people like them with some cards, some of the beefier cards, and Gamma 67. I will go ahead and put the Dorats probably in like the lower end of B tier. I feel like in my heart that they're probably in the mid C or high C, but I know a lot of people really like them in the higher tier because they really like them with Gamera. Energy base, I think, is D. I don't think we need energy base anymore in the game. It's useless. We have so many cards that make energy faster, even, and Mecha King Ghidorah Leader also produces energy really crazy. I think this is a wasted slot. Rodan, and then it's a Fire Rodan. I think this Rodan is like a D. I don't think he's very good. Fire Rodan, I think, is like an A. I think Fire Rodan, after the adjustments that they got maybe a season or two ago, I think are really solid. Sunday, I think people really like Sunday. I don't know why. I'm going to put Sunday in the C tier. Octopus, unfortunately, is a D tier. I I wish I could make this smaller so you could see my things, but I will probably just keep going as I go. Unless, can I make this longer? If I sacrifice my chat, I can make this longer. Yeah, okay. Can I make it so that I can do like this, so I can actually put on screen the like totals? Yeah, that's fine. Do you guys like this better? I'll keep this. I can't really keep up with the chat live, so I'm gonna have to wait until it pops up above my head now, because I just removed the chat. I like this Gigan a lot. I totally think he's also fallen off. He is not quite as powerful as I would like him these days. He is still good at stunning. He does do a lot of damage. You can boost him with certain cards, with the Gigan card especially. I see a lot of people still trying to make him work. I don't think he's as strong as he used to be. I'm going to put him in the B tier. It hurts my soul, but I will. This Gigan is horrible. Always has been. He's going to go in the D tier. There's a brief moment in time where he was in the C tier. I just don't think that that was the right move. What if I do this? Oh, can I extend my chat if I put this on this side of my screen? Oh boy, we are cooking now. Holy. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. This is a little bit brighter, but I think this is going to work out a little bit better, maybe. So now I can read chat, actually. That's huge. Can I move the chat box? No, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm getting distracted. Godzilla G21. I kind of want to put him in the C tier these days. I don't think he's doing too good. Scar King is stopping him in his tracks. That Gigan can stop him as well. I don't think G21 is living up to what he used to be. I think a lot of characters are falling into like the B and C tier. Pretty much everyone that was in the B tier is probably going to go to the C tier. There's just been so many really powerful cards, really powerful characters getting added constantly to the game. Also, I like on the side here, I can see who voted for totals. A lot of you guys put this Godzilla in the S+ tier. I have no idea if that's a joke or not. I think that this Godzilla is fine. I don't think he's very good. He gets worse every time they add a new Godzilla to the game. He just gets harder and harder to use. If you're a whale, he might be a really good option for you. I don't think he is a good option. Shout out Burning Godzilla Gaming also. G89, staple card in the game. It's literally the first character you get, and it's D tier. It's just not good. He's dying on arrival. Not just in this meta, just like in general. He's just rapidly falls behind the curve. He can't do a whole lot. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. You speed ran through it, Xeno Hunter? Hell yeah. Well, we'll get there eventually, right? We'll get there. Godzilla Earth. I like Earth a lot. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I think he's good. I think last season he was fun, or 2 seasons ago, whatever it was when he was rentable. I think doing the duo Earths was fun. Terrestrius is a C tier for sure. I think this Ultima is still an A tier. I will occasionally use this Ultima, and if it wasn't for Terrestrius, I think that he would be more widely used. I think that it is criminal that that this Ultima is tied to Terrestrius. I am not a fan. I do not like that. I wish it was different, but it's not, and he's good without Terrestrius. This Hedorah is bad. This Hedorah is not that great either. The Jet Jaguars got to change this season. One of them at least did. I don't remember which one. Let's go find out. The big one did. So this one I think is like a C tier. He's not horrible. This Jet Jaguar got to change. Jet Jaguar 1973 had its cost reduced from 3 to 2. And then Jet Jaguar Giant... Oh, so the other Jet Jaguar had its cost reduced from 3 to 2. Still whatever. Jet Jaguar Giant had its HP increased by 35.6%. Its reach increased from 50 to 55. And its movement speed increased from 11 to 16. I am not a huge fan of this. I gotta say, I haven't seen him anywhere in the meta whatsoever. I think he's still probably just as good as he's always been. If he was any better, he would be seeing play, and I would be hearing about him throughout the season, and I have not been. I see that Brahma, you commented that, also shout out Brahma, that you comment that G54 ult doesn't take damage from Void. Yes, that is true. The G54 that we have already placed in the C tier is not the alternate. The alternate is way farther down the list. he is right here. So he's further down the list. We're not there yet, but that is a very important point to get to. This Jet Jaguar I like a lot. I don't think he's doing particularly well this meta either. I kind of want to put him in the B tier. I think he is usable. I don't think he's very good, though. Better pushback characters now. Oh, yeah, you're talking about what's his name? Jet Jaguar. This Swarm is bad. These guys have really super fallen off. I guess you could use them in a Gamera deck, but no one really is. I'm going to put them in the C tier. I think if you're a new player, they're probably B tier. Kids is interesting. I have a mixed opinion on Kids. I don't generally think Kids is a good card. You can, Vetravade has shown me that you can use it, and I think I mentioned this last season, you can use Kids to avoid Void Ghidorah. So if someone pops Void Ghidorah, which is still extremely prevalent in the meta, you can then drop Kids on your guys, and then it prevents the damage. If you're doing that, I mean, that's a big investment, right, for Kids. And I don't think Kids got a change this season either. They didn't. I mean, that's a really big investment for Kids. Kids are expensive, am I right? But seriously, I'll put it in C strictly because you can avoid Kids. I don't think, for most general use cases, I don't think that it's a good option. I really don't. I think that you're better suited putting something faster in your deck or putting maybe Dimension Tide in your deck. If you're using it just for Kids, that's a little bit expensive. I get it. Issues is you can put your units into danger. It's a hard one to use. You got to be a little bit talented to figure that one out. I'm not really using it anywhere. I don't know many people who are. It is a viable Kids counter. That's the only reason it's in C tier, honest to God. I think if you're really skilled at the game, you could probably use it in a capacity that is equivalent to some kind of A tier spell. I just think for general use, like for general players, I don't think it's something that's worth investing in specifically to counter Void. I'm sure eventually something, either Void will get nerfed, maybe not, but something will come out that is anti-Void in some capacity, and then you're not going to need Kids. Yeah, I remember when Kids was 6 energy, then it definitely would have been worth it. King Caesar, I'm going to say King Caesar is C tier. I think maybe mid to high C tier. I think King Caesar is seeing some kind of resurgence. I think people are using him in like Biolante rush decks. After I posted that video with the infinite uptime on Biolante, I've been seeing King Caesars a lot in rush decks, especially on Operation Watatsume in London, and I think that is a really great place to use him. I think he's always been obviously a rush character. He's just not super prevalent in the rest of the meta. I don't think he's that good. Mecha King Ghidorah is... Actually, Mecha King Ghidorah got a change this season, so we gotta talk about the change for Mecha King Ghidorah. Mecha King Ghidorah... Oh, it's a leader change. Was it an actual... Mecha King Ghidorah leader had its HP increased by 33.9%, its attack increased by 209.94%, its cooldown of leader special move decreased from 90 seconds to 70 seconds, and the damage of leader special move increased by 30. Okay, so never mind. King Ghidorah did not actually get any changes that we care about, because we're not ranking things based on if they're leader status or not. So I think he's like a B tier. He's definitely fallen out. And then this King Ghidorah I think is a C tier. I think that's pretty easy. I don't think that they're very good. Level 40 crit Caesar. Level 40 crit Caesar, I think if you're going to run that, then he's probably like low B. But I think for general use, he's like a C tier. Mecha King Ghidorah units buffs were over a year ago. I guess that was the last time his unit got buffed. I thought he got buffed this season too, but apparently it was just his leader form. Kiryu and Kiryu Kai. It feels hard not putting a decent amount of units in S+ tier with over 100 units. It feels hard not putting units in like B and A tier. I'm trying to be like as not biased as possible. Because there's a lot of parts of me that I'm like, oh yeah, like my units are really high level. I'm using them really effectively. Okay, so a good example is this Kiryu. I've been using Kiryu this entire season, and I have been getting really, really good results with it. My Kiryu's also level like 28. I have the really good skins on it. I use him to distract the enemy leader. I'm barely ever dropping him on the units. I'm always dropping him on the enemy leader when I have a big push coming to turn the enemy leader around, and he facilitates that new Mecha Godzilla card. Yet, I find myself not dropping them Kiryu and Kiryu Kai even when I am totally within my rights to, right? I feel like there's always better options. Kiryu still has gotten 0 buffs. I think Kiryu had gotten a buff when he became Kiryu Kai, too. I don't know. It's been a long time. But I'm going to put both Kiryu and... Oh, Kiryu Kai was supposed to be over here, too. I thought I moved everything around. Where's Kiryu Kai? Can I click on Kiryu Kai? And Kiryu Kai, I'm going to put them both in the B tier. I think I've used them all season with the new Mechagodzilla energy card. I think that they are just fine. I think they're just all right. I don't really think that they're like making or breaking anything. I don't want Kiryu to have a buff. I mean, I think Kiryu is sick, actually. I don't like Kiryu Kai that much. I like the regular Kiryu more. It is what it is. I think they're solid B tier, and the only reason they're in my deck realistically is because of that Mechagodzilla card, and I need to fill up a Mechagodzilla spot. Kong is an interesting one. I am not going to rank Kong very high, but people might eventually. Rick's Kong is doing over 4,000 damage with the crit from Baragon. So it's placing Baragon behind Kong as backup, gives him crit. He pops out with Kong's going to have like 4,000 damage. I think that's very specific. I don't think that most people are using Kong in their deck. I think he's a little underwhelming. He's always just been a better version of Godzilla 89, and we put Godzilla 89 in the D tier. I think Kong has... A lot of the characters are going to have potential for greatness. If you got them at a really high level, yeah, they're going to perform well. Kong is one of those. If he's at a high level, he performs really well in the areas that he can. He still can't hit flyers. Kong is a good G9, all but other characters do his job done better. Yeah. Look at my completion right at this stream. Boom. Here it is. Everyone who just joined or has joined, the link to vote is pinned in the comments of this stream, and it's in my Discord. In the intel section, we have 24 participants, but there's 43 people in the stream, so you guys can get up in there and start voting. You don't have to keep up with me. You can just go ahead and vote. We already have 2,154 votes total. Kong is fine. Kong is good at high levels. General use case, if you're like, oh, I'm a new player, I just unlocked Kong. Say Kong is available in the game, right? I'm a new player. I just unlocked Kong. Should I upgrade and put him on my team? Probably not, unless he got a substantial buff. He's not D tier. He is better than G89. I'm putting him in the C tier with cards, with crits. I think you can make an argument for him in the B tier. I just do not think that on his own, he is there. Marker Light Cannon, D tier for sure. I do not like that. The bases, I think, are all right. I think this base is probably a C tier, and I think the chopper base is a higher tier. These guys are D tier, these M-Boss. I'm kind of just going to skip through some of these guys that are just been garbage for months. There's no reason really, like, explaining all of them. This Mechagodzilla is... I think this Mechagodzilla is D tier. He might be C tier if you're using a ton of the Mechagodzilla specific cards. He does facilitate that new Mechagodzilla energy gain card. I don't think on his own he is really good. I'm putting him in the C tier, or in the D tier. And I'm going to put Rodan 64 in there as well. I'm just going to get that out of the way now, wherever that Rodan is. Click this Rodan. Oh, I thought it was being called. I'm not. Mecha King Ghidorah leader does 8 splits or whatever damage at high level at level 5 for you. Sick. We're not talking about leaders here. We're just talking about purely the units themselves. Megaguirus. I think Megaguirus is fine. A lot of these year 1 characters are just getting stuck in the C tier, unfortunately. Megaguirus is fine. Just not very good right now. The other Megaguirus is better. Manila is seeing some play in Gamera decks. Some play in low-cost decks. He's not really making a huge impact. He was ruling the meta. There's way better stunners. There's way better ranged cards in the game. He's not quite D tier. I'm going to put him in the C tier. He does work well in some specific strategies. The missiles just got to change this season. The missiles change is Missile Strike had its attack increased by 23.84% and its cost reduced from 5 to 3. Absolutely fantastic cost reduction. 5 to 3 on the missiles is really good. You're going to put this in a Ultima Spam deck, and it's going to perform really well. There's a player, Gandalf the Grey, or some variation of that name, and he absolutely worked me with a Ultima Spam deck the other day. I don't think that is a huge use case for... I mean, outside of Ultima Spam deck, I do not think that the missiles are really that good. Take away 50 Seasons of Manila is your top 1 unit. Oh my god, yeah. Actually, no. In Season 1, there's no way Manila was a top unit. I don't even know why we aren't getting any new leaders recently. Didn't we get a leader last season? No, we didn't get a leader last season. What about the season before that? Did we have a leader? I don't remember. Who was the season before that? Was one of these guys leaders? I guess not. And I guess over here, none of them were leaders. Wow, have we not had a leader? And these guys weren't leaders either. Armor Mothra was our last leader. Missiles only good in Ultima Spam. Yep. Missiles is only good in Ultima Spam deck. There's something else. Someone was saying there's something else in here that I put low was really good, but it's only good in like one specific deck. I don't remember what you said, so I'm not gonna ignore it, or not gonna mention it. Megalon is good in a Ultima Spam deck. I don't think generally you're going to be able to use him. In most cases in the high tier in the meta, I don't think he's very strong. We've only got 3 leaders this year. Oh, man. Well, I know a big complaint in the previous years past was like people were complaining that there were too many leaders, even. Was checking if you were using my notes. Yes, I am. What were your thoughts on Jet Jaguar? I have almost no thoughts on him. I think he hasn't really changed in a substantial way. If he did, I would be seeing him. I play every day. I play for like an hour and a half every single day. And I've only seen Jet Jaguar the first week this season was live. And that's because people were testing him. Good you guy, I'm not biased, I swear. Put him at 1. Megalon is the best card in the game. Bro, which Megalon? I actually I have really high thoughts on both of the Megalons. Or all 3 Megalons. Actually, 2 of the Megalons. Shout out Goju Guy. Welcome, Goju Guy. We're voting live. Goju Guy, if you want to participate, there's a link pinned on the top in the chat. There's a link that's pinned. You can click on that. You can vote for the units. Send it to your friends. Send it to your mom, your dad, whoever. We're voting on units. You have 1 day. You have 24 hours to vote. We are at 23 hours and 29 minutes of voting time. I think that this Mogera, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of him unless you're using him in a spam deck. This Mothra, honestly, okay, so this Mothra is a C tier. I think it's going to put Leo ahead. Leo, I think, is B. I think this Mothra is easily A tier, S tier in a spammer deck. 110%. I'm fully confident that this Mothra is like. What did you guys place this Mothra? Can I click her? People put her in S. Most of you guys are putting her in A. I totally agree. I think she's A on her own. I think she's S in a spammer deck. Naranga is a C tier, like low, almost D tier. I mean, none of these like Ultraman units or whatever are gonna get any love really in a while. Leo above King Caesar. I like Leo more than King Caesar. I don't think either of them are very good. I think King Caesar's probably better in the Gamma Rush deck. But I think stats-wise, Leo is still better. I place Mother Mago in B. She dies way too quickly. Doesn't have range. Mother 92 is too squishy now. Yeah, but like A, I think she belongs in A. But that's why we have the group voting. Everyone can vote and everyone can choose their own stuff. Psychic Chorus, I think, is kind of falling out of the meta. I think people are just able to out-damage the heals from it. The Gamera, not the Gamera, what's his name? The Megalon that puts the defense down. Scarlet Ultima that places defense down. So you can out-heal this thing like crazy. I usually put it in like S or A. I think I'm actually going to put this in the B tier this season for Psychic Chorus. Check DM's twin. I love your vote selection. Goji guy, that's a killer vote selection you have right there. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Maybe I'll take this into account. Is that all you're going to vote for? This is the DM I just received. I'm leaking your DM. This is the DM I just received from Goji guy. Can I place it on my stream? Where'd it go? No? Is it not getting placed? Come on, man. Let me place it. It won't let me add it. Are you kidding me? I can't just drag it and drop it? This is it. This is what I got. This is the DM that Goji Guy just sent us. So shout out Goji Guy. We will follow this rubric very, very closely. Ultimate spam deck is the main deck besides Gigan Wreck decks that need to be eradicated. I don't know, man. I've seen like 1 or 2 Ultimate spam decks this entire season. Do you think Ultimate spam deck is toxic since I lost to one in like 10 seconds? No, I don't think so. It is so much work to get the Ultimate spam decks actually working, and it takes so much levels to get them to be like effective in like the slightest capacity. This Rodan is bad. Can I like decrease the size of the screen to fit everything? I mean, it's close. Can we go to like a 67%? That's better, right? That's a little bit better. This Shin Godzilla, no Garen F tier. This Shin Godzilla, I think is probably C or D tier. I don't think he's very good. I'm gonna put them both, these two both in C, and I'm gonna put this one in B. I feel like he's decent. I feel like a lot of people have been using him against me, and I can't tell if it's I think it's the cards. There's so many Godzilla-specific cards that it's boosting the Shin Godzilla, but he hasn't had a really significant adjustment in a while. It takes 0 effort to use an Ultimate spam deck. Dude, it takes so much resources to even get a viable Ultimate spam deck. Are you kidding me? And you're using mostly spells and stuff, and you're totally open to attacks. It's just you cycle through it so quickly. I think that Ultimate spam is underrated, if anything. I think people that get beaten by him are like, this is like such bullshit, right? Because I'm playing all my cards, I'm playing the game like a normal person, and this person just kidding me spell and spell and spell and spell and spell and spell. And it's just, it doesn't matter, right? You get clowned on. Second form should be higher since he has regen in the water. Yeah, but he's not that good. Even with the regen, he's not that good. I put Terrestrius in C tier. And Terrestrius has regen regardless of the water, right? Alright, I'm gonna head out. Just popping in to spread my Megalon propaganda. Shout out Goji Guy. We love Goji Guy. Space Godzilla is a solid B tier. I've never once spent a spell deck in the WoW before. I have fought 2 this entire season. One of them I beat easily. One of them absolutely rinsed me. It was ridiculous. It's not fun to face since it's so mindless. I don't think that it's as mindless as you think. I think the Spammera decks is mindless. I think the Gamera 1967 low-cost decks are mindless. I think that the spell decks take like way more effort. It just, when you lose to a spell deck, it just sucks way more than as if you were to a normal deck. Because you're like, they didn't even place anything. They just spam the shit out of me. And it feels way worse. It does take less effort when they're like just spamming you straight on your leader. You know, trains, dimension ties, Sunday, all that. Super annoying. Your leader just dies. But it takes, to get them up to the, like middle of the map, and they gotta like use the dimension tie to manipulate your guys. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think Spammer is like, okay, Veteran just said it. Spammer is the most brain dead deck in this entire game at the moment. I think Spammer sucks. I think if I get beaten by Ultimate Spam, and I can't get a unit to the other side of the field, you earn that win. That's like really fucking annoying. And it feels way worse because they're not playing any units. They're just hitting you with spells. And it feels really shitty. But like, it is way harder to win with a Ultima deck than it is with Spammera. Spammera is the worst kind of deck. Although, I will say, Spammera is kind of falling off, I feel, but it is so fucking mindless and brain dead. It's the best investment for newer players. Probably still at the moment. Especially because they keep getting so many cards that work so well. Super X. I see a lot of people trying to make Super X work. I don't think they're going to get Super X to work. I just don't see it happening at all. I don't know if I want to put it in the C tier or the B tier. I'll probably put Super X in the C tier. I feel like you could probably get away with making it powerful through some extra convoluted means, but Spammer makes me a sad panda. G54 alt leader when Spammer's the worst. Even I can admit that got to be the least fun deck to fight. It's so annoying. Ultraman C tier. Jeez, that's like so many people are in the probably in the C tier at this rate. Train bombs. Train bombs are still good. I'm gonna put train bombs in the S tier still. I think train bombs are good. Train bombs are cheap. They do a lot of damage. They help you take down the facilities. They help you take down for this facility, the spam. I think train bombs are probably good in the S. Zeton is S plus in my heart, but we're going to give him a D tier for sure. Next one is going to be Mephilas. Mephilas is also D tier. Also, shout out, we got 37 participants in the votes. This is fantastic. All right, the original Final Wars. I think the original Final Wars has kind of fallen off. I don't think he's as powerful as he once was. I think I'm gonna put him in the B tier, and I feel like a lot of people put him in the A tier. The original Final Wars. Interesting. I feel like I don't share the same sentiment. Evangelion, C tier. All the Evangelions I'm throwing in the C tier. This is definitely at this point. Actually, you know what? This is a B tier still for sure. If you have them, halfway decent. Mecha Godzilla 21. I still can't believe Zeton never got buffed. Yeah, I'm so. If Zeton got a buff, I'm putting all my GMATs at him. It's not great, right? Us Zeton fans are not eaten. And it's also doubly upset because I wanted to get a Zeton figure at G-Fest last year when I went. I wanted the Monster Arts one, the big one, but I was able to find a like Showa era Zeton. It's on my shelf back there, behind the Hedera that Lane got me. Actually, shout out Lane. Lane Vix. Lane IX. Lane VIX. G21, I feel like a lot of people like G21. I'm not super up on him. I'm not going to put him in the A tier. I think he's fine. I'm going to put him in the B tier. Zeton's a collapse, so he's never being touched. Oh, man, I know. I have no hopes that he's getting touched. People really like GMK. A lot of you guys put him in the A tier. I feel like I'm almost inclined to agree that GMK is like an A tier unit, especially after his changes a few seasons ago, where he has like the bigger AoE and stuff like that. MG21 always good. Was OG Kit kind of killed it when it got buffed. It was great, but immediately died in the water. I don't care how you say Melee. I've given up correcting people. Yeah, dude, I got no fucking clue. Is it a number? Is it Roman numerals? This Evangelion at this point is a C tier. Although I will say I routinely use what is that? The 10th Angel in egg mode quite frequently. Mari is a D tier for sure. I cannot believe more people put her in C tier than D tier. That is definitely a D tier unit, 110%. Ray, you are a C tier at best these days. This one is dog shit. Sorry, please stop. I actually have no idea if you still play the game or not. This one is marginally better dog shit. Kamen Rider. I really like Kamen Rider. I want to put Kamen Rider in the B tier. Every season I put Kamen Rider in the B tier, and every single season people give me shit for it. Every single season. I think realistically Kamen Rider's in the C tier these days. If Kamen Rider could get the buff from Gamera, though, that'd be sick. Kumo Augment. People have them in the C tier. I even feel like Kumo Augment's not even worth using. I'm going to put Kumo Augment in the D tier. That was just Lane VIX, but people say it all together. It's fine. I don't care anymore. Such a defeatist argument or sentiment. A lot of you guys are putting this Mechagodzilla in A tier. I don't know, man. I don't feel like this Godzilla is A tier at all. I mean, Mechagodzilla. I just run drain on this guy every single time he shows up. I mean, his, like, transformation, making him immune or whatever, is sick. It's fine. I don't know. I really don't want to put him in the A tier. A lot of you guys did put him in A tier, though. So you guys must be seeing something that I'm not. You say with the cards, he's an easy A. A good movie. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. A lot of you guys are putting him in A tier. I might put him in B tier. I'm going to put him in B tier on my list. With the Mechagodzilla cards, he's probably A tier. And I think it'll balance out pretty well. I don't know. I don't like him. You guys seem to really like him a lot. I don't. I've never run into trouble with him or anything. Or never find like an advantage to using him either. Are the Mechagodzilla fans the ones that use him for leader? I don't know. We're not going off leader for this, so I hope they know that, but... oh well. It broke my heart to see no one put slides in S+ tier. Bro, I haven't put anyone in S+ tier yet. There's a handful of guys. There might be 5 or 6 monsters I'm putting in S+ tier. This Chibi Godzilla is an easy C tier. I think he was higher, like B or A when he came out. Not that good right now. The cards aren't really high. There's not a whole lot of cards that help Chibi units specifically. We only have the 2. Chibi Godzilla and the Chibi Duo. And until we get more, I think that Chibi will come see the light of day when maybe we get more Chibi units. This King Ghidorah, people really like him. I don't like this King Ghidorah that much. I think that the Antarctic one is significantly better. I think this one's a good leader, and I think maybe that's why people are putting him in A. I'm gonna put him in B. I think he just dies too quickly. This is a fucking monster of a unit. I absolutely love Mothra 2019. Mothra 2019 is one of my favorite units in the entire game. Her slow is fantastic. The stun resistance is fantastic. The energy gain is fantastic. She does everything that I want a unit to do. She's fantastic. Rodan, Fire Rodan is easy S tier. You keep downplaying that speed boost and heal. I don't know. I have not really had any problems with him. Godzilla 19 sucks. A tier is way too high. Which one is Godzilla 19? Earth? I like Earth. Earth and A is fine. I wouldn't put Earth higher than A, and he's probably the bottom of A, but I wouldn't change anything like about that. Give King Ghidorah 19 the HP that all the other A costs have. Oh, if he had better... I mean, his stats are kind of getting crept up, right? I mean, he's been in the game for like 2 years now. So, his stats are on the way out. I have never liked this guy. I don't know why everyone always likes this King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah 19 sucks. A tier is way too high. Yeah. I would not put this guy in A tier. This is a good spot. I don't like this King Ghidorah either. A lot of you guys, 56% of you put this Kaiser in A tier. I don't get it. I've never understood it. I don't think he's very good. Every time I say he's not good, I get clowned on. Yet I never see any of you guys using him in the arena. I see one motherfucker using him consistently. I don't even remember his name. I just remember because he's the only guy. Every time I see his name, I go, yeah, he's going to use this guy. And he does every single time. I don't remember who it is. I think Xeno Hunter had a really high level one of these at one point, but I'm not talking about Xeno Hunter. There's someone else, and I don't think they're very good. I'm putting this guy in the B tier. I do not think that Kaiser Ghidorah is very good. Kaiser in A tier is a joke. I would never do that. I think B tier is high as he goes. I think the highest this guy goes is C tier. He shows up and dies. This Godzilla is B tier. I don't, even with his changes from the previous season, I don't foresee this guy. Every time I see him on the field, I'm like, that's an easy pick right there, right? That's an easy kill. I'm not worried about this guy whatsoever. I also don't fuck with him. I think he looks like a gecko. I don't like this suit. Meyer Goji, or whatever it's called. I don't like it. I'm putting it in the B tier. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Every time I say I don't like Meyer Goji, everyone is up my ass in the comments. Like, what do you mean you don't like Meyer Goji? Meyer Goji's the best. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking like him. I think he looks weird. I think the spikes are cool. That's about it. I don't like the design. I don't like the roar. I don't like him. I'm not going to glaze him either. And there's a bunch of Kaiser glazers. According to Nuclear Goji. Cypherzilla has a good one. Maybe Cypherzilla. You know, I met Cypherzilla at G-Fest last year. He was a really cool guy. I love Meyer Goji's suit. You don't fuck with the suit. I just don't like Meyer Goji. I don't know what it is. Maybe I have a generational trauma imparted onto me from, like, fighting against him in, like, Destroy All Monsters Melee and Save the Earth and Destroy All Monsters or whatever the games were called. The suit issues with the roar. I just don't fuck with any 1999 Godzilla. I don't fuck with 2000. I don't fuck with Godzilla 1998 fan doesn't like Godzilla design for looking like a lizard. No, I didn't say he looks bad because he looks like a gecko. I just said he reminds me of a gecko. Godzilla 1998 is a superior Godzilla design. Should have been the full 2000s Godzilla. We're getting sidetracked. Megalon is an easy S tier. Megalon is fantastic. I really like Megalon. I think everyone who's putting Megalon in A is underselling Megalon. You also met me at G-Fest. I know I was the highlight of the weekend. No need to thank me. I already thanked you for the figure, man. I already thank you for the figure. And we got deep dish together. You know how difficult it is for me to eat a deep dish pizza? We got deep dish pizza together. My Goji was written by 3 people and they each in separate parts of the movie is a mess. BGG exposed. Godzilla 90 squad represent. Godzilla 1998 squad represent. I'd like to make the Godzilla 2000 suit for the next Halloween. That'd be sick. Who did I just rank? Megalon. I think you guys are underselling Megalon. Everyone's putting Megalon in the A tier. Megalon is S tier. Megalon is S+ tier in a Gamera deck. I use Megalon everywhere. Anytime Megalon is an option, egg mode, studio mode, all-star battle, I love it. He does look like a gecko. You're fake gecko owners, you know, Hunter. He looks like a little gecko. He looks like a little gecko. He's got the squished face and everything. It's like long snout. He looks like Mondo Gecko, bro, from the Ninja Turtles. Get Goji Guy on the phone. We also spent 4 hours at Dave & Buster's for like 70 like the Marvel card game. I have all those Marvel cards. I use them at the Dave & Buster's that's local to me, buddy. All right? I got that shit locked in. No one steps to me. X-23 is on the lineup, right? Venom on the lineup. Agent Venom on the lineup. I mean, we are packing bleeds like fucking crazy. Melee silently agreeing with the A tier votes. Silently agreeing. I've been pretty vocal. I think Megalon rules. I think this guy sucks. You're trying to make it sound like I think Coolsville sucks. I think this gamer kind of blows. I don't think he's very good. I don't know why you guys put him in B. I guess he has the knockback. We'll put him in B because he's got knockback. That's fine. Mario's more crocodile than gecko. All right, fine. He's a big old lizard. Mechagodzilla City version of Earth is greater than normal Earth. Dude, Mechagodzilla City Earth is great. Gauss is interesting. I feel like Gauss is falling off in favor of Vultures. You guys are putting Gauss in A, but I think you might be twinged with nostalgia from last year. I don't think that that Gauss is the move. I think Gauss is probably B tier now. I think Vultures is superior. I fuck with Rainbow Mothra so heavy. I love Rainbow Mothra. I'm putting Rainbow Mothra in the S tier. I used Rainbow Mothra today. I used Rainbow Mothra yesterday. Rainbow Mothra in a Spammer deck is really good. Rainbow Mothra in generally any deck is really good. There are a lot of cards that are going to get rid of that boost that he's giving out pretty quickly, like the what is it called? Like the Sundays and all the Voids and stuff. I love Rainbow Mothra. I think people who are putting Rainbow Mothra anywhere other than S are underselling him. Reroute takes too much to get good now. Dorats and Vultures are much better. Are you talking about this guy? The Rainbow Mothra? I like this Rainbow Mothra. I put him with the Vultures. It's hilarious. I put him with the... You use the Gigan Rex leader ability and then put the Mothra with them. They're fantastic. I'm noticing your pattern at Melee is fucking with the Moths. I fuck with the Moths. You know, I wasn't really a big Mothra fan for the longest time growing up. Until I started this channel, and then a lot of the Mothras ended up being like really good in this game, and I'm like, damn, they're cooking with these bugs, bro. I love these bugs. Also, my wife has the same birthday as Mothra. Pause. My wife was not born in the 50s. She just has the same date as Mothra, the same year. Continuing. If I was dating someone that was born in the 50s, I'd be in the Mega Million Mansion. We'd have streams like Kai Cenat, you know, if the only 50s person I'm dating is a multi-billionaire oil baron tycoon, all right? Waka Flocka Flames Godzilla. I don't think he's very good. You guys are putting him in A tier. I think you guys are kind of getting distracted with nostalgia. I think he's not that good anymore. I think he's totally fallen out of the meta. Super Godzilla rules. Born in 61, I am sobbing. That's not that old. You have 10 years on where my cutoff was. Waka damage is nuts. He can melt through units. He solo Super Godzilla. G91 is Waka but better. His buff was crazy. His area needs to be larger. I personally am not running into any problems with Wakabe. I see Wakabe as like a free meal. Absolutely scrumptious. Right? Waka shows up, and I immediately kill him. I move on. Right? He can be good. I feel like at lower levels, he's probably more effective. But he's just not competing at the meta in the highest capacity as you'd want him to. None of the top 100 is using Wakasa Bay on a regular basis. I promise you that much. He did get a big buff recently. Hasn't helped him. We have so much other stuff going on right now. Yeah, I'm going to put this guy in D tier. Now, this is good. I think for Old Man Jenkins' Godzilla, I think that A tier is really good. I think the only thing keeping him in A tier is that he will resist the Void Ghidorah. It's really solid. It's really good. I like that a lot. Otherwise, he's a B tier. All of his AoEs, his stats, and everything is reading to me B tier, but he survives the Void, so we're keeping it copacetic. We're going to do that. -1 units go so hard. Shinnen will always be a favorite unit. We'll never leave it behind. Shinnen's really fucking good. Shinin is really good. I think in today's meta, Shinin's kind of falling off. I don't think Shinin is as good as it used to be. I'm going to put Shinin in the A tier. I think it's a really good option. In a pinch, absolutely fantastic. But I think it's kind of falling off because there's a lot of stuff that just destroy it immediately. Our first S+ tier of the night. One of my favorite cards in the game. Godzilla -1. Absolute powerhouse. I love Godzilla -1. Mine is level 27 or 28. With the ace, he's level 31 or 32 or something like that. And I use him on every freaking map, man. I use him on Tokyo, London, New York, Watasumi. Hell, I will even use him on the Hollow Earth map and Skull Island. He is crazy. He is crazy. Anyone that puts him in anything other than S has no clue what is happening. The man with 0 buffs to reign supreme. He is sick. If they just group shit together, you're just killing them all. The only thing that messes with him at all is Rainbow Mothra and Gamera 67. Putting the invincibility on enemies is horrific. You know it's not? 3-cost Void Ghidorah. Take all that shit away. Boom. -1. Dunzo. Or if Gamera and his whole swarm is marching down the map, boom, 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 coming down the map, and you don't have any guys for them to attack, they're not deploying the buffs, you nuke them, and it's over. So good. So good. I love -1. One of my favorite units in this entire game. One of my favorite characters, Godzilla's period, and the moniker of Godzilla -Fun that the Discord has given it is 100% accurate. He shuts your shit down. Ginza, I also really like Ginza. I'm not putting him in the S tier. I'm going to put Ginza in the A tier. I really like Ginza. I think he's super cool. I think if you can make him work, he's fantastic. He is super hard to get operational these days. He's way too fat. He's way too slow compared to the current meta stuff. Kiryu Hat, I think, is fine. A tier, he gets that boost against 7 costs and higher, so he is going to be able to help you long-term. It's like a long-term investment. As if his stats ever get a boost, he's going to just be way better. That's really all he's lacking right now. His kit is really good. His cost is really good. Everything he does for what he costs is really nice. His stats are a little weak for what has been coming out. So I think that he's just going to be a solid A tier unit for now. I don't think he's probably going to get any higher until he gets buffed. Orga is a hard one to place. I'm going to put Orga in A. I think Orga's really tanky. I think we all were in love with Orga a few seasons ago when he got adjusted. But since then, he's kind of fallen off. I played against, I think it was Sega today. And Sega's was like a level 40 Orga. That was really hard to get through. But unless your Orga has like ridiculous stats, it's not going to be super difficult. I'm going to put Orga in A with the stipulation with the right cards and the right levels. He is an S or S+ even, depending on his stats. This Mogera is really good. He works really well with Gamera decks. He's always been really good. I'm gonna put this Mogera in A, and if he's in a Spamero deck, he is an S for sure. Fukuoka Space Godzilla. Man, I wanna put him in S+. I think Fukuoka Space Godzilla is really good too. We're gonna put him in S. We're gonna put Fukuoka Space Godzilla in S. The crystals is great. Amazing fodder. The chain lightning is good. Bagan does it better, but holy shit, does he slap. I'm going to make a bold call here. I almost want to put this guy in B tier, but I'm not. I'm going to put Thousand Year Dragon in the A tier. And I'm going to do that because Ultima Scarlet Dust is superior and immediately removes the defense up. So A tier. Biollante, Wakasa Bay, I think is fine. I'm going to put her in the B tier. I really don't see that much play of her, and whenever I do, it's not that bad. This Destroya is probably a B tier at this point. I would even maybe dare say a C tier. No one's playing them, period. I'm going to put him in the C tier. Oh my god. My brethren. Who is placing the Chibis in D tier? Are y'all out of your fucking mind? Wakabayo at a cost reduction this season? Nah, I don't see it. Oh, Wakabayo cost reduced. What did I place him at? C? Where's Wakabayo? No, I put him in B. Ah, it's fine. They could be in B. That's fine. Wakabayo at a cost reduction. You've tested Ariake. He is a bit... He's actually good with skill and placement. Chibi's honorable S+ placing. Dude. Toasters broke all destroyed Chibi's kneecaps. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say something bold. I think the Chibi Duo is still S+ tier. I think the Chibi Duo is so good. I think the Compel is good. I think the Stun Resist is good. I think the Burn is good. I think the Revives are good. Amazing fodder. Cheap cost. They can attack 2 units at the same time, bro. I love the Chibis. I understand S tier. Realistically, maybe that they belong in the S tier. I'm putting them in the S+ tier. I love the Chibi Duo. They're so good. Love them. Aquamothra... this is an A tier. I like Aquamothra for sure. The energy gain, the speed. I'm a big fan of Aquamothra. I use him in egg mode all the time. I don't fuck with this Godzilla at all. I don't like the rush. I don't like the design. I don't like anything about this Godzilla. We've been over how much I don't like the way this kind of suit looks. I don't fuck with this in the slightest. I'd be remiss if I didn't go over how powerful this one and the next one is in terms of their rush abilities. They do get shut down by the Chibis, Scar King, Kyoi's holding a melee gunpoint. It was... So you fuck with the Chibis. So you fuck with... Oh, I'm sorry. Baggin is S, just saying, well, we haven't got to Baggin yet. We still have quite a healthy number of monsters to go. This guy is... The first evolution of this is probably an A. I mean, they're both, I think, A tier. I think this one is A tier, and I think the next one is A tier, and I really think there's no arguing that. I don't like them. I don't fuck with them either. This is my love. I love Kong Beast Glove. I feel like I'm a crazy person for wanting to put Kong Beast Glove in S tier. I think Kong Beast Glove is so good. Like, still really solid. Maybe not viable in the current meta. I think it's just a really good card, man. The drop, the invincibility, the shields. I mean, he's going to die to Void Ghidorah. He doesn't go after flyers, right? Maybe I'm misremembering. I want to put him in A tier. I think realistically he's in A tier. In my heart of hearts, I think he should be in the S tier. But I'm going to put him in the A tier. The pounce is super fucking annoying. Yeah. This guy's an S. This Evolved Godzilla is S for sure. I don't think he's S+. I think he's just regular S. He's really, really strong. Too many Sniper Beasts to get in and too many air units. Yep. Our next S+, Scar King. No questions. I don't think anyone has that questioned at all in their mind. Scar King is definitely an S+ tier. The grab is too good. The attack boost he gives us too good. I think Shimo's B tier, man. I've not seen a Shimo that once I've been like, that's kind of scary. I recognize you guys put her in A. That's totally cool. I'm putting her in B. I don't like her that much. Flying Gamera, B. Not a huge fan. I don't think they're very good. Someone used them on me the other day, and I was like, what the hell's happening? Oh, man. I want to put Gyron in S tier. I'm going to put Gyron in S+. I was thinking. I'm going to put Gyron in S tier. Gyron is easy, including S tier. I think in a Gamera deck, in a Spammer deck specifically, he is S+ tier, maybe higher than S+ tier in a Spammer deck. In general, he's just pretty good. I'm going to put him in the S tier, especially with his adjustments that he had received however long ago. There needs to be a what the fuck tier for units that deserve a nerf. That used to be the Rio tier. The King Ghidorah that flies around and does the lightning. Amazing unit for 5 cost. You're talking about Shimo. I don't like Shimo that much, Betrayal. I mean, I like Shimo as a character. I don't like Shimo in this game that much. I've never really had a problem with them. Ride King Ghidorah is sick. I think Ride King Ghidorah is pretty good. I'm going to put Ride King Ghidorah in the A tier. I think that the lightning and spawn is good. And I think he just beats the shit out of everyone. Is also really good. I'm kind of coming around to this Godzilla, the Ride Godzilla in A tier as well. I think the Ride Godzilla performs super well, especially in the Spammer decks. And you're giving... Excuse me, you're giving everyone a boost, but I think Baragon does it better. Godzilla Tower's A tier. It can't be higher than A tier. It's too easy to destroy. This is a hard one. This is S tier. The Mecha Godzilla is an S tier. It is Sergeant can't make it urgent care for 10 stitches on my son's hand now watching a movie with him. Holy shit. I hope your son's all right. That sucks. Sorry about that. I went to urgent care a few years ago because I cut my leg open and I had to get 10 staples in my leg. So totally sucks, man. Shout out to you. Hope you feel better. This next placement on the tier goes out to Adorable Son. And it's going to be Anime Mecha Godzilla in the S tier. Up, yep, ding, ding, ding. Ring the S plus bell. Here is Void Ghidorah. Don't really need to say anything about that. Void Ghidorah is S plus tier. I think if you put him in anything else, who's the motherfucker who put him in B tier is crazy. All right. Gotengo got a change. Gotengo had its cost reduced from 7 to 6. That's reverse. You know, I didn't say the number. I said 7 to 6. And the defense damage when it's attacked is increased by 32.7%. I still think that this is just as good as it's ever been. I don't think this change has helped it in a significant way, and I don't think it's harmed it at all. I think it's just going to go in the A tier. Yep. Ding, ding, ding. S plus tier. Gamera, 1967, facilitates one of the most annoying fucking archetypes in the entire game. He's getting into S tier plus for sure. S plus tier. This Gauss sucks. Someone has been trying to convince me for weeks that this Gauss rules. Someone is in on my Discord. I don't know who you are. I don't remember your name or who I've been running on baby sleep, right? I got no concept of time and space. So whoever in my Discord keeps trying to tell me this guy is good, it's not. I don't remember who you are. It's not. Oh, God. I think Gigan Rex was really good. Like S plus tier. I think Gigan Rex is just an S tier now. I think Gigan Rex is much better as a leader. Showa Gauss at night gets a 50% damage buff because you can cycle the other damage buff on top of him. He's not worse than Rodan 64. I mean, he's D tier, but he's not lower than Rodan 64. I can't change him. I don't think he's very good. If he's only good at night, I don't think he's very good. He has to be good at all times. All hours of the day. He's got to be on point. Gigan Rex is an easy S tier now. S plus leader for sure. Fire Rodan, I think Fire Rodan gets a lot of love. I think deservedly so. I think Fire Rodan is an A tier. I think Fire Rodan does a good job. I'm going to kill myself hearing Showa Gam's year. Gauss 67 does a lot of damage at night. Ain't no way D tier for Gauss 67. I do not like Gauss 67. You know what? Look at this. You tell me about the spread right here. You can vote. You got the power to vote, man. You got that shit. You got that shit locked in. We can compare and contrast. This is a healthy placement. I think that this guy is an A tier unit. I think he's A. I don't think he's especially impressive. I think he's really good at clearing out enemies. Fantastic. Love you all in support. This really does mean a lot to me. Shout out Adorable. You do a lot for the community on Facebook and on Discord now. Shout out. So yeah, of course, we're throwing support your way and all the love we can. Hope that your son makes a speedy recovery. I think this guy's just about A. I think that he's not super powerful. He's not like breaking the game or anything, but every time I see one, I go, fuck, fuck, fuck. So he's A tier for sure. This Mothra with the knockback, I think this Mothra is like a C. I don't think this Mothra is very good. That seems to be the unpopular opinion, but that's how I'm thinking. Who's next? I think this is also a C. I don't think that this was S plus S, A, B, C. I think that the Scar King duo is not very good. Maybe people have other opinions. I don't know. I don't believe it. Would you believe if I tell you that I almost got defeated by a player only using Godzilla 2000 and Gauss 67? That is a major skill issue, my compadre. I'm putting this guy in the C tier. I don't think that this guy's as gassed as a lot of people are saying. It's S plus tier. Rio is still S plus tier. Rio is still really good. He's a little expensive. He's not as good as he used to be. Rio is still really fucking good. I like Sharking Shiwiki 1v1 Super Goji. It's because Super Goji's only hitting the one guy at the time. I think that's fair. I don't really like him that much. I really never have a problem with him, if that makes sense, or her, them together. Fuck. Fran is that? God, S plus? I don't think Varan is S plus. I'm gonna put Varan in. Man, Varan is really good, isn't he? I feel like I want to put Varan in S. I feel like he's not an S plus character. You guys seem to think he is an S plus character, though. I'll put him in S. I'm gonna keep the S plus reserved for some special cases. This is a change we got. Boom. Batra Mothra Duo. Batra Mothra Duo had an 8.96% increase in HP. Mothra had a 9% HP increase. Mothra's healing cooldown has been decreased from 7 seconds to 6 seconds. And recovered every second for 3 seconds increased from 10% to 12%. Therefore, every healing after 3 seconds went from 30% heal to 36% heal. Varan probably S at the lowest. Yeah. Varan needs a lot of resources for S plus tier. I think you can make Varan work really, really well at S plus tier with some cards and stuff. But I think at his absolute bare minimum, he's S tier. I think these moths are S as well. I think these moths are really good. I think their adjustments this season are particularly good. I don't think their adjustments this season put them over the top. I think they're just really solid. Ebra as well. Where's the Godzilla 1991? Is he not on here? I could have... No, he's in the back. Oh, because I didn't change how his positioning was. So all the units that I changed their typing for is up here. All right, so let's just do this then. 1991 Godzilla is S tier, for sure. I'm trying to get these guys out of the way so that we can end it on the actually new characters. This Burning Godzilla is a B. I would say he's maybe a low A. I think he's going to fall into the B tier soon. Legion. Where's Legion? Legion, I think, is like an A tier. I think Legion's like an easy A tier. I clicked on him. Why isn't it? There it is. Yeah, A. It's pretty down in the middle here. I'm gonna give Legion an A tier. No questions. And then we have this Hedera, Final Wars Hedera, that I don't think is very good. Is he gonna show up? Is he gonna... The clicking on this thing is super annoying. This guy is a solid C. I don't like him that much. I mean, maybe he's B if he doesn't get stunned. If he gets stunned, he's a C. I'll put him in B. And then this guy's going straight into S+. Final Wars Goji, alternate form. Everyone is more than familiar with him. Whoa, where'd he go? He goes to S+. I do not want the orthopedic, Tempur-pedic. I want this guy, S+. Brooding Goji does also absurd damage at red bar. Agreed. Alright, Ebra. Ebra is an easy S tier, for sure. Cheap, good range, good damage, good in Gamma decks, S tier. Legion. Or what's the name? Legion, Baggin. I think Baggin would be S tier if Spammer wasn't in the meta everywhere. Baggin is going in the S+ tier. Super Godzilla. This is an easy S tier unit. Very strong, very powerful. I like him a lot. A little hard to use. Skilled players are going to get a lot of mileage out of him. S tier, for sure. That was just a banger season with Ebra and those two. Varan, or Baggin and Super Godzilla. I do not like the Chibi Psychic Chorus. I don't think it's very good. They're going in D tier. I think it's a little too weak, even with the adjustments that it's gotten. I'm not a big fan of this King Ghidorah either. He does the wound, but I don't think he is particularly very good, and the vultures are better at wounding. I'm going to put this in the B tier, and that might be a controversial opinion. I don't care. Armored Mothra is kind of fallen off. I think he's a little bit easy to deal with. He's really good for single target stuff. There's a lot of range happening. Scar King is still around. There's a lot of swarm stuff, and that shuts this guy down. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I don't think he's any higher than that right now. Oh my god. This is S+. Singular point and gear is just so good. Singular point and gear is just so good. The deflect is fantastic. Most leaders are just damaging themselves when they attack him. Most units are damaging themselves when they attack him. Absolutely fantastic. Orthopedic Godzilla. Grant can be great, but he's niche. Armother has more range. Ever the most dangerous Veracruzans in the GBL. Grand King at B tier is crazy, especially after his stat buff. He's so good. I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's all that special. I've only recently realized that with this constant release of 3 characters a month, I'm falling behind on getting all the characters. I used to only be 4 unlockable units away from the collab. Now I need 20 units. Damn, that's crazy. You must have taken a lot of time off. You are able to get every unit every season for free. There's 2 calendars usually that gives you both. There's a battle pass that'll give you one for free. There's usually a login calendar that gives you one, and then you usually can acquire enough free-to-play gems or fragments to get the others. You can get about 20 if you do all the proper if you unlock the other 2 characters, you can get about 20 gems through challenges, and then you can buy 30 gems from All-Star Battle, and you will get every character every season. It does cost 3,000 to do it, though, and I don't think any character is worth 3,000 All-Star Battle points. Orthopedic Godzilla, you guys like him a lot. I think he's fine. I don't think he's like the best thing ever made, but he is really, really powerful. I'm putting him in the S tier, for sure. Orthopedic Godzilla is really good. Black and white or whatever. Orthochromatic. I think this Gamera is really bad. I don't like this Gamera. I think if you put him in A or B, you're just a Gamera Glazer, probably. I'm putting him in the C tier. I do not think he's good. I don't have time to get frags from All-Star Battle. If you just play through All-Star Battle, you get them. It's free. It's free real estate. Mothra Cocoon in S+, I think is a little too high. I'm going to put Mothra Cocoon at S. And I don't have a icon for the Mothra that comes out of it. Ultima's S+. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Ultima's S+. If it loads. Taba is really good. I think Taba is an S tier. I don't think Taba is S+. I think Taba is really good, though. Doesn't affect leaders, which sucks, so Ultima spam decks missing out. This Megalon, I think, is just fine. I think this Megalon is a solid B tier. We're getting to some of the newer units right here. We're getting to them now. Karate Chop Godzilla, I think he's fine. I think he's pretty good. He's going to A tier. I think he's powerful. I'm just trying to move along to some of these other units, the more newer ones. Megaguirus. I like this Megaguirus a lot. I think Sure Stun is fine. I think her speed is cool. I actually think she's underperforming. I think her stats are not so good, and she's kind of falling off the meta right now. Maybe she'll make a return when most average players have her at a higher level, but I think she's a B tier, a solid B tier. This is my GOAT. I run this guy every day. I absolutely fucking love this Mechagodzilla. Him with the new Mechagodzilla card is really good. I'm putting him in the S+ tier. Absolutely excellent support. Excellent support. Vultures, again, I mean, I almost want to put Vultures in S+ as well. I think Vultures are incredible, especially at a higher level. Vultures at S+, no doubt. This one is an A tier for sure. This Godzilla Earth is pretty decent. Both Godzilla Earths are A tier. No question about it. Whew. I'm burping a lot from this water, man. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's making my, I like a tiki masala for dinner. Maybe that's what it is. All right, so now we get to the new units. That we're all familiar with them. Also, I forgot to mention that Godzilla 991 got a change this season. Godzilla 991 had an 11.14% increase to HP and a 14.36% increase to damage. All right, I'm going to read you their stuff from the stats page for the new units. Baragon has, first of all, he's a 3 cost, and he has a attack speed of 2.2 seconds, a search range of 55, a reach of 50. He targets leader, ground, aerial, and facilities. On deployment, he becomes invisible, and on deployment cannot be attacked by enemy units. However, invisibility will be removed when it attacks an enemy unit. When attacking, he removes the invisibility, and attacking launches a ranged attack and applies a critical effect on itself and nearby allied units in a circular area. When the critical effect has been applied, the power of the next attack is increased to 200%. Only the first attack in a successive attacks will be enhanced. When HP becomes less than 50%, it becomes invisible again, one time only. After becoming invisible again, it stops moving and attacking for 5 seconds. While it is stopped for those 5 seconds, it gains a 50% damage reduction effect. This special unit is able to become invisible, blah, 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 we don't care. Goated unit this season. Really good. He's S on his own, for sure. S+ in a swarm deck. S+ with some beaters. He's S by himself. He's S+ when you've surrounded him by really good kaiju. That's it. That's all it takes. He's really good on his own. S+ when he's with other people. That is just straight how it is. And he's a 3 cost, so he's going to get affected by a lot of these cards that give him like a ridiculous amount of attack or health and stuff. So with the right cards, he's S+ tier. On his own, he's S. At least Shinden can counter Baragon. Yep, Shinden counters Baragon pretty well. Rainbow Mothra, Spamera, but you want to play him in a Spamera deck, and he's going to go a long way. Alright, Gigan Megalon Duo. 5 cost. Megalon's attack speed is 2.2 seconds, search range of 85, reach of 60, targets leader ground area facilities, movement speed is 17. Gigan has a attack speed of 1.6 seconds, a search range of 60 and on one attack, and has a search range of 120 on another. He targets leader ground area facilities. His standard reach is 45, and his speed is 17, and his second movement speed is 60. I love Show Slop. When attacking, Megalon and Gigan increases attack by 30% when the target is inflicted by burning. It does not specify that the burning has to come from Gigan and Megalon. It's just when they are affected by burning. There's not a whole lot of cards that deal with burning. Shin Godzilla deals burning as a leader ability. Desghidorah does burning as an ability. The Chibi Duo does burning from the Mecha Godzilla. So there is potential for a burning status effect themed deck. It's not really being supported super well. I could see getting a huge boost in the future. When attacking, Megalon. When attacking, this is Megalon. When not attacking the same target as Gigan, inflicts knockback on an attacked enemy unit. When targeting the same enemy as Gigan, it deals damage with a 35% attack 3 times in a circular area. It also creates a burning field over a wide area centered on the target of the attack for 10 seconds, inflicting burning on enemies that enter it. Burning deals 100 damage every second for 1 second. The circular attack and burning fields have a 8-second cooldown. Really good burning stat right there, as comparative to the other burnings that we have. Gigan, when not targeting an enemy unit and a unit targeted by Megalon is nearby, it enters aerial mode and begins an onslaught. During this onslaught, movement speed increases by 250% and attack increases by 30%. When Gigan is attacking, he inflicts knockback on the enemy units. This is another duo unit. Duo units are great. I am a fan of duo units. I don't think this duo unit is very good. I think they're a little too weak stat-wise. I think they have potential to be really good. Maybe in a deck that facilitates burning. Maybe against swarm decks because they can do the big ring. But having them, again, this is like Batra and Mothra duo. Their biggest weakness is when you divide them, they can't do the big effect. This is the same. If you divide them or you kill one before the other, they can't get the big hit off. And usually you're able to kill one of them before the other one even shows up. So I think their speed works against them. I think this season I'm going to put them in the A tier. But realistically, I think they're in the B tier. They're in A tier this season because they're rentable. And finally, the last one on our list is the new King Ghidorah, which I also, spoiler alert, do not like. King Ghidorah Abashiri version, 6 cost. Attack speed is 3 seconds. Search range is 80. Reach is 65. Targets leader ground aerial facilities. Movement speed is 15. Has a bunch of other fun little effects. Actually, I like him a little bit. On deployment, increases its own movement speed by 40% for 20 seconds. When attacking, when it has a positive effect, it launches a fan-shaped attack with a 25% increased attack. It also recovers 12% of its maximum HP immediately after attacking. When no positive effects are applied, it launches forward circular attacks. Positive effects included to increase the attack and movement speed are HP shields, so that's from the Shobujin, stun, resistance, attack nullifications, and other similar effects. I wish it listed all of them. It does not. This includes effects from leaders and special abilities. I think this Ghidorah is good. I don't think he's like one of the best units in the game. I think I like him the least out of everyone in this season. Not because he's bad, because I don't think he's as mechanically fun as the others. He gets the healing, he gets powerful, he needs to have a positive effect. I think that's really good. I think he's definitely an S tier unit, like no doubt about it. I just think he's the least fun to play out of all 3 new units. That's the only reason I don't like him. I'm not going to rate him in C tier, D tier, B tier, A tier. He's for sure in S tier. He's a fantastic counter to some of the Gamma decks that are running around. He's a fantastic counter to a lot of the lower health things that are running around. Is going to be really good in All-Star Battle for years going forward. I just think he is the least fun to play out of the newer units. So that's my tier list. This is the S tier. This is the S plus tier. This is the S tier. This is the A tier. This is my B tier. This is my C tier. This is my D tier. So now we can take a look at what got the most votes and where they are. We are winding down to the end of the stream, but I'm not going to end it just yet. We're going to take a look at what received the most votes. So Void Ghidorah is at the most votes with 86% of you guys voting for S+. That is 19 votes out of the 3,000 and there's no way out of 3,020 votes. This guy only received 19. That does not sound right. You would think he would get more votes unless people are skipping him. Fantastic. So he got the most votes there at 86%. This guy got 85% S tier. He got, I guess to go by percentages, perhaps. Ultima got 89% votes. So this is your guys' most votes tier list. Someone put Void in B. I have no idea. So the S+ tier that you guys decided based on the most votes is Void Ghidorah, Ultima, Final Wars Alt, Scar King, Gamera, -1, Varan, Singular Point and Geras, the new Mechagodzilla, the Mothra Cocoon, Taba, and Bagan. These are over votes overall, yeah. So this is who received the most votes. And then we're going to look at the average votes in a second. Your S tier, the community S tier for the most votes. Super Mechagodzilla, Gigan Rex, Super Godzilla, Anime Mechagodzilla, 91 Godzilla, Space Godzilla Fukuoka, Beast Glove Kong, Rio, Batra Mothra Duo, Ebra, Orthopedic Shin Godzilla, Baragon, Mogera, the new Mogera, Evolved Godzilla, Armored Mothra, Dimension Tide, the new King Ghidorah Alt, Trains, Shinden, what is this? The Vultures, Earth from the Mechagodzilla anime movie, the Chibi Duo, and Godzilla Tower. And then your A tier is here. This is the most, by order of most votes, this is the A tier. This is the B tier. This is the C tier. And this is the D tier. It's very largely displayed on screen for people. If you need a improvement on it, here is a blown up version of it. I know people sometimes say it's hard to see the streams. This is the D tier on the bottom. This is the C tier. This is the B tier right here where my mouse cursor is. This is the A tier. I just read you the S tier, and I just read you the S+ tier. Now let's go by average votes. What were the average votes for everyone and how they were placed? Did it change at all? Significantly. If we go by average votes, the S+ tier only contains Ultima, Void, Final Wars Ultimate, Scar King, and Gamera. So that is a significant change. It is a way sharper decrease in characters in the S+. Gal 67 at the very bottom is madness. We literally have units that do nothing. Gal 67 does nothing as far as I'm concerned. The S tier, according to average votes, Varan, -1, Bagan, Anguirus Singular Point, Mothra Cocoon, Operation Taba, Super Godzilla, Rio Godzilla Evolved, Orthopedic, Chromatic, Shin Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, or Super Mechagodzilla, I'm sorry, Regular Godzilla Evolved, Gigan Rex, the new Mechagodzilla, Kaiju Breaker, Baragon, Godzilla 1991, Armored Mothra, Rainbow Mothra, Ebra, Anime Mechagodzilla, The Vultures, Mothra Batra Duo, Dimension Tide, 1,000 Year Dragon, and the Karate Chop Gemstone Godzilla. This is pretty solid numbers you guys are putting up here. And then, so that was the S+ tier. And then that was the S tier. I'm showing them on screen again for all you guys who are just listening in. I'm not reading the other tiers. I'm just going to show you. This is the A tier. This is all the A tier. This is ordered by average votes. This is the A tier. I think the average vote seems more accurate than the most votes. I agree with you. This is the B tier. You guys threw a lot of shit in A tier, but I think that's probably right. This is the B tier. I think it could use some work. This is the C tier. It never puts anyone in the D tier based on average votes, even if people receive a significant amount of D votes. So where did your Gauss 67 end up, if not in the D tier? No, he's in the D tier, or he's in C tier. Everything's in the C tier, technically. This is like a test to see if Melee can remember the name of all the units. Bro, you're lucky I remember anything. Alright. This is your votes for your Gauss, by the way. 1 in S+, probably you, Vetri. And then someone else was saying how good Gauss is in the chat, and there's no S or A votes for him. It's 5 in B, 6 in C, and 8 in D. If regular should have more range, should be easy A. I think if regular should have more range, should be used way more frequently as well. But yeah, this is the list. This is the S+, the S, the A, the B, the C, the D. Listen, let me know if you guys liked doing this live. I liked this live. This was fun. I'm going to continue to do the community tier lists with the votes. I think this is just probably the best way to go about it. There's so many units this season. In general, we're over 100 and something odd units. So I think just one guy's opinion on what's the best, it's a little bit arbitrary. You're going to want to spread out the data. There's not a whole lot of people making tier lists for this game. So I think this is the best way to do it. There's 23 hours left. There's just about 23 and a half hours left on this. You can go vote if you still want to vote after this stream. You can maybe change the answers. Who knows? But at the time of this live stream or this video, whenever you're watching it, if you're watching this for a tier list, there's 47 vote participants, including myself. So I'm going to count myself as number 1. And then there was 3,021 votes totally tallied. And I think this is a good list. I think if you want the most accurate version of this tier list, you are going to go to the average vote section and take a look at what's there if you want to build out your team. Guys, that is everything I have for you today. We are at usually the hour-and-a-half mark where I like to end things. So, I know it is a little bit upsetting. It is not so much a goodbye as so much as I will see you later. All right. So I really appreciate all you guys for hanging out and doing this tier list with me. I had a good time. I really like doing this live voting, and I think we're going to continue doing this. Maybe not live every month. I like to do my one live stream now, especially with the baby. I like spending a lot of time with the baby. That's also why, and I can be candid for a second, that's why you're not seeing as many videos on this channel. We used to do a video every single day of the week, right? Now we're maybe doing 2 or 3 a week. I'm really just enjoying time with my baby, with my wife, just trying to be like a present dad, and recording the videos takes a long time. So I'm going to record videos when I feel like there's something to talk about or there's something necessary that needs to be talked about. And I'm just going to continue this trend. Maybe eventually we'll get back to 5 a week. But I hope you guys are okay with the 2 or 3 videos a week. It's a little bit slower. We're getting kind of pushed out of the algorithm, and we're not making as much money from the channel. But it was never about the money. It was never about the algorithm. It was all about the fun of the game and the love of the hobby. And I really love Godzilla Battle Line, and I really appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me. We're almost at 10,000 subs. If we don't hit it before the new year, I would be shocked because we're under 100 away from 10,000. But if we did hit 10,000 before the new year, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to tell you guys to sub. I'm not going to tell you guys to like or subscribe. I don't care about that. I just want to let you guys know that that's just what's going on with the channel. And I think it's just a really exciting time to be Melee. But guys, that is what I have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. And I appreciate you all taking the time to vote and chat and debate me and yell at me and tell me how stupid and dumb fat idiot I am. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye. I also appreciate all the kind words in chat. Thank you very much.